Hey, it's Coach Everett here, aka Swagger Hendricks. You're bringing you information free of exploitation. It don't cost you a dime. Just hit that like and subscribe. Today I got a leg workout. Today we're going to use this band, focusing on slow, controlled movements. It's all about that neuromuscular recruitment. The first two movements I'm going to start off with are banded hip thrust and single unilateral hip thrust using a foam roller. We're just going to add some levels of difficulty without adding levels of resistance. That's what I'm all about, and that's what I want to share with you guys, all right? So follow along, watch how I get down. Again, I'm bringing you some leg workout. You know, hit that like and subscribe, and we're going to get it popping. One thing most people don't know how to do is get their glutes activated in their lower body movements. Most people are quad dominant. So one way to get those muscles activated when performing those compound movements is to pre-exhaust those muscles, or pretty much just warm them up. What we're gonna do, again, warming up the glutes, are banded hip thrusts. So I'm gonna anchor this band down in between my feet here. Then once I do that, I'm gonna slide down on this bench. Just my upper back and shoulders are gonna be supported. Once I'm there, I'm gonna bring that band right above my hip. From there, you in the proper position. This is where you want to end, always driving through the heels, squeezing the glutes at the top of the movement. Now, again, we're focusing on a controlled tempo, so nice on the way down, explode up, but always hold that engagement at the top. Again, you want to make sure we're getting that neuromuscular recruitment in each of these movements. I'm going to perform about 15 reps here, squeezing at the top. Again, you inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. You can always perform this with the barbell, but again, I want to give you guys something that you can do at home, providing some quality movement without that gym setting. Again, I'm keeping my upper shoulders supported on the bench. You can go ahead and tuck that chin into your chest as you do that, squeezing. For me, the proper hand placement, or the most comfortable hand placement, is keeping my hands here, but wherever's comfortable with you, you can put your hands on your hips. It's always comfortable for you. All right, so following the banded hip thrust, using the foam roller to perform another single leg hip thrust in a unilateral position. In this particular movement here, the whole focus is to make sure we keep that hamstring and glute involved, but not allowing that foam roller to move away from us, all right? So in order to do that, we're gonna make sure we keep that knee stacked over the heel, still bringing our upper back and shoulder supported on that bench. From there, that opposite leg is gonna extend forward. You're gonna drive through that heel, whatever foot is on that foam roller, exaggerate that single leg hip thrust by bringing that knee in towards the chest, creating more hip extension, all right? So again, squeezing on each rep, applying more pressure by exaggerating that hip extension, bringing that opposite knee forward. All right, so now that we have those glutes activated, when we now perform these squats that we're gonna do, I have a lot more glute and hamstring engagement instead of just being totally quad dominant. So we're gonna start off almost like trap bar squats, except we're gonna use the dumbbells here. When performing the movement, point of emphasis, we're gonna make sure that we keep those shoulders down and back. Those lats are gonna be activated. I'm performing a 3 to 4 second tempo on the way down, but explosive on the way up, all right? So chest is gonna stay tall, shoot those hips back, keep those feet shoulder width apart. This is not an exaggeration. This is how slow I want you to go when you perform the movement, all right? So all the way down, nice and controlled. Control that weight, and then from there, explode, boom. Again, you're squeezing those glutes at the top, keeping that chest tall, and then explode. Boom. Try to give me at least 10 of these. All right, so after going from those loaded trap bar / dumbbell eccentric phase squats, we're gonna transition to just one dumbbell, but a wider stance, performing a goblet squat, all right? So even though the weight's lighter, here, we're gonna have a wider foot positioning. I'm gonna space my toes out to 45-degree angle. Those knees gonna go towards those big toes. Again, keeping the chest tall, all the way down, and then drive up, squeezing the glutes and hamstrings here. Again, 10 reps. Nice control, squeeze, boom. All the way down, nice and slow, squeeze, 1, 2. Burns crazy. That's why I'm not talking. All right, so if you're like me, you should be already working up a sweat. I'm sweating like crazy. I got another 2 movements for you, starting off with a staggered split squat to an elevated high knee. How that's gonna look, first off, we're gonna lower the weight in comparison to the weight you were just using. Then we're gonna go unilateral movements. Start off here. You got the weights. You want one leg slightly behind the other, probably about 1 foot spacing, but still keeping that stance shoulder width apart. You don't want it narrow, all right? You're gonna still load up, slow eccentric phase here, but now the concentric phase, we're gonna explode out of the hole, driving that knee up, all right? Again, all the way down, we're loading up, but explode out of the hole, driving that knee up. Always resetting, just 1 foot spacing behind the other. Not a traditional reverse lunge. Again, loading up, squeezing. Nice control. So right behind that staggered split squat to elevated high knee, we're gonna go to the traditional split squat. This time just using 1 dumbbell. Whatever foot is gonna be elevated behind you, that same side is gonna hold that dumbbell. So I'm gonna go left foot behind me here. Start off, making sure that chest is tall. You're gonna drive through that front heel, boom. Keeping that back foot on the bench. Most people elevate that back foot. You're just resting it there. All the weight is gonna be distributed on that front foot. Again, slow, controlled. All the way down, all the way up. Now here, I'm gonna add a burnout. So I'm gonna go 10 reps with the weight, nice and slow. And now I'm gonna drop it, and I'm gonna go 10 more, explosive. 1. Still control the descent. Explode out of the hole, but control it on the way down. Oh man. All right, you guys know me. After everything we just did, we still got more to do. Bringing you that 5-minute workout to finish or to warm up, depending on where you are in your workout. It's gonna be 5 different movements. Again, we're gonna use the timer to pace these movements. It's all body weight, so either you can do this as a warm up or a finisher, but either way, it's gonna burn, right? I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. I'm gonna allow 20 seconds to run prior to the block or to the workout starting. The first movement are gonna be sit to stands. Again, we're sitting down, keeping that knee stacked over the ankle. One leg is gonna be extended. Try to let that foot hover above the ground while you perform this movement. Again, we're alternating side to side, all right? We're driving up, let's go. Sitting all the way down, control the movement all the way back down. Again, don't plop down, sit down, all right? Again, you're driving off that heel, keeping that chest tall. For some folks, this could be an option. You can keep one heel down. I'm pretty advanced here, so I can keep that foot elevated. Again, it's side to side movements. Just go all the way through here, no break. Again, everything we just did, it's just gonna burn like crazy, man. One more rep. Nice. All right, so 20 seconds of rest. Next movement here, lateral lunges, isolateral lunges. So we're gonna start with our feet spread apart here. Again, I'm gonna be shifting my hips side to side, but notice I'm still gonna shift my hips backwards, all right? So we're not gonna lean forward, we're shifting those hips back. Let's go. All the way to the side here. Boom, nice and controlled. Again, as I perform this, you can use that bench beside you or behind you to dictate your depth in the movement. Again, it's all about control. If we can't control the movement, then we're not getting the full benefit of that exercise. Oh, this is tough. And relax, nice. I'm gonna put that timer right in front of me here. All right, next one, we're gonna go reverse lunges. Here, again, we're alternating. We're gonna add some height to the jump or to the lunge. So since we're alternating, let's make it a skip, all right? So right knee stacked underneath that hip. We're exploding up. Let's go. Nice control. Again, always driving off that front heel, not off the ball of the foot here. You want to be able to gauge or control the momentum all the way down. Let's go. Oh man. All right, next one. We're gonna go jump squats, narrow stance, all right? So get more quad dominant in this squat here, less hamstring and glute assistance. We already got those glutes and hamstring firing anyway. All right, back to it. Let's go. Come on. Again, control that negative on the way down. Just don't fall down. Control it. Burns like crazy. 40 seconds ain't done yet. Oh man. Let's go. All right, the finisher, just a pulsing squat. This time, traditional stance, so feet shoulder apart. We're gonna stay in the hole, come up halfway, go back down. No full stance here. It's the finisher, 40 seconds. We're done, let's go. Last one. All the way down, halfway up. Nice control. Boom. Sometimes it's not about speed. It's about controlling that muscle. Hey, appreciate you guys staying tuned. As always, bringing you that information free of exploitation and don't cost you a dime. Just hit that like and subscribe. Coach Everett, AKA Staggered. Deuces.